everyone, this is Debbie from the Hopistic Foundation and welcome to this week's Artsy Tuesday workshop. Today we'll be doing a painting with coffee. With that being said, let's begin our virtual art journey. So here I've sketched out my sketch and here I have some ground coffee mixed with some water into kind of like a liquidy painty thing. And here I have a large bowl of water. And here I have a bounty tissue to wipe my brushes on. I'm gonna put it right there. Here I have my brushes. I have all different sizes of them depending on what I need. And here I have some black pens and a pencil for sketching. So I'm gonna finalize my sketch. First I'm gonna start erasing the extra lines right here. So here I'm gonna finalize my sketch and I'm just gonna make the outlines a little darker using my pencil. So I went and grabbed my palette and I turned it upside down because I have a lot of things on the other side. So I grabbed my paintbrush and I took the coffee mix and I put a little bit on the palette, around like 2 drops. And then I went in and I took a few drops of water. After taking some water on the palette, I mixed and turned it into like a very light shade that I can use all over my sketch, and I started doing that. I grabbed a bigger brush to help me get through the sketch a little faster with the shade, with the lighter shade. So I took some more coffee blend and I mixed very little water with it so I can get a little bit darker shade. And I started painting like the darker parts of my face, like the parts that I want darker, such as the hair and like the side of my faces. So I really wanted to create a very prominent cheekbone structure, so I made a little U shape and I painted it darker than the rest of the face. I made these circular motion with my paintbrush to help me blend the coffee in better. The circular motion really does help, and adding some more water helps it blend even faster and nicer. Since coffee really stains quickly, I had to do it a little fast, so please try to do that. So I kept on layering up the liquid coffee on the sketch on the parts that I want dark to make a very much more darker kind of tone. I had to let it sit for a few minutes before I went back in with some more coffee. So here I'm taking some more coffee and a little bit more water to create that very light skin shade that I did in the beginning again. So this will help me actually blend in all the things together, and I just did this all over the painting again like a wash to make it more blend and nice. So here I just took some raw liquid coffee because I really wanted a dark shade, but I realized it was too dark, so I quickly blended in some water and I kept on building it up to make a dark tone. So here I took a bigger brush and some more coffee without any water, and I'm gonna put it on the hair to make it darker, and I'm gonna keep on building it up on the hair, and I'm gonna put it all over just the hair to make it darker than the face. Let the painting sit for about 10 minutes and made it kind of dry, and I went back on the hair with more liquid coffee to create a darker tone. I let it sit for a few minutes because when it was wet and I kept on adding coffee, it didn't really create a darker shade, but I noticed when I let it sit and let it dry and add more coffee, it came out way more darker. So here I created the light skin tony shade again so I can just blend in the whole face. Now I'm doing like a pat type of thing because I want the coffee to soak into the paper and blend even more nicely, and I'm just gonna brush it all over again the whole painting to create a more blended look. So I let it sit for about 10 more minutes and I went back in to outline. I tried going back and layering another layer of the coffee on the hair to make it a little darker, but it just didn't seem to get any darker, so I just started outlining. had to keep on changing pens and keep on drawing over the same lines over and over again because the pens weren't drying. I think it was because the painting was still a little too wet, so I recommend waiting a little longer and letting the painting dry and then drawing over it. It will be much easier to outline. So here's what it looks like so far. I wanted to add some freckles, so I started doing that with the pen, and I moved on to the cheeks to add some more freckles. So I decided to make the freckles a little bit more realistic looking. I wanted to draw some more dots with the remaining brown coffee mix, and I started kind of patting it afterwards with the tissue to like lay it down on the paper and make it very much realistic. So this is the final product. I really went for a mix between modern and old. So the brown paint was used to create a very like ancient type of painting, and I went over it with the outlines and make it more cartoony to create that modern comic book. I hope you like it and be sure to try it out. It's really fun. Thank you.